Episode 9 is set to include a total of 8 new characters in the story by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one of the 8 new characters that a lot of people are really looking forward to seeing on the big screen is, of course, the new villain in this story. Now, in case you guys did not know, Episode 9 is going to have a new threat against Kylo Ren that is going to make him feel vulnerable at a certain point in time within the second and third acts of the film, as well as to the audience actually looking at Kylo Ren as a character. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with the secret for the new villain in Episode 9 and Kylo Ren. Now, specifically a description of both Kylo Ren and the new villain in a standoff inside of a hangar bay that is burning down. It's described that the new villain, who was dubbed as Avril, is stronger than any Force user seen on screen after going to the Beyond. It's described that the Beyond allowed Avril to become so powerful, even more powerful than both Kylo Ren and Rey. It's described that the Beyond in Episode 9 holds many secrets to the nature of the dark side that has never been explored in the current canon material. It's also noted that the Beyond can benefit both dark and light side users of the Force. So I want to go over a couple of parts about this. Now, first things first, alright, the Beyond is something that's really intriguing me about this movie, and I'm starting to believe that the Beyond is basically another word for the unknown regions. And the reason as to why I bring this up is because if you guys have read some of the Aftermath novels out there, you do learn that Palpatine once felt a dark side presence over in the unknown regions, something quite large. And a lot of people are wondering exactly who it was. Did Palpatine feel Snoke? Did he perhaps feel this new villain perhaps? There's a lot of questions open on the table for discussion right now. Now, what's really interesting, though, is you guys may have heard about the Knights of Ren and how they travel to the Beyond and come back to report to Kylo Ren in this movie, which leads to the new threat in the film. So could it be that one of the Knights actually used the Beyond as something to their own benefit in order to grow stronger through the ways of the Force? In case you guys did not know, not all the Knights of Ren are Force sensitive, only a handful of them are. Give or take 2 or 3 of them are Force sensitive, while the others are not, which is honestly leading me to believe that most of them are either from Luke's Jedi Academy and or Jedi Temple, or it could very well be something else entirely new. Now, when we look at the character of this Avril, alright, most likely a code name, I believe, and or an anagram of the character, this character that's dubbed as Avril, A-V-R-I-L, I believe is really going to be one of the most unique villains in the Star Wars franchise, specifically the sequel trilogy. It's something that we never got to see so far in the sequels, right? If you look at the prequels, I mean, they've really experimented with a lot of different characters like Anakin and Obi-Wan going up against Dooku, or Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon going up against Darth Maul. It'll be amazing to have a dynamic like that in a Star Wars film in the sequel trilogy. Now, about this new villain, how this new villain is considered to be more powerful than both Kylo Ren and Rey, and how this villain actually was never to the Beyond prior to actually going there. So when this character went there, it gained the power that it actually has in present time during the events of Episode 9 by JJ. But like I say, we do know that the Knights of Ren travel to the Beyond. So is it possible that one of the new villains in this movie is indeed going to be a rogue Knight of Ren for all we know? On there, all the real important characters are pretty much being hidden as far as visuals go when it comes to all the promotional material and reference guides and stuff like that. So when we look at Matt Smith, right, we do know that J.J. Abrams gave him a key role in this movie, and himself as a character is going to be something that we have never seen before in the sequel trilogy. So a lot of people are getting very hyped up about Matt Smith quite possibly being that actor that portrayed the cloaked new villain in Episode 9 that goes up against Kylo Ren and Rey, and is going to serve as a part of this new threat in this movie. And honestly, I really do like this idea that J.J. Abrams is actually coming up with, how he developed the Beyond in the film. Honestly, apart from it being the unknown regions, maybe the Beyond is like a different realm of some sorts, where you can basically get the benefit of enhancing the dark side within you, or the light side, by going to this, whatever it is, right? This area within the galaxy, whether it be the unknown regions or a different dimension, we're not quite sure. But nonetheless, the Beyond is going to play a big role in this movie, and it is going to be something that J.J. Abrams has actually created himself, something that has never been explored in the current Disney canon. Now, that leads me to believe that maybe it's also possible that it's not the unknown regions. If it's something that we have not seen in the current Disney canon, alright, that could very well mean that it's something else entirely new. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think about this new villain, because I'm very hyped up about him. Whatever he's going to do in this movie, where it's actually going to lead our characters of Kylo and Rey. We also know that JJ is using this new villain, this new character, if you will, as a way to evolve the characters of Kylo and Rey and put them on a different path than we have ever seen before in the sequels. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.